art du déplacement means just the art of displacement or the art of movement. Then it was renamed Parkour a few years later. It was renamed again free running a few years after that. But they're basically all the same discipline. It's an art of movement. The 9 founders formed a group called the Yamakasi, who went on to become very famous, do movies, all that sort of stuff. And they're still practicing, they're still at the top of the game. And that's very much what the discipline is about. I mean, the stuff you see today, the kind of spectacle side of it, and the stuff that's grabbed the attention of the media, or the high-level stuff, you know, the buildings, the roof jumping. This is a very small aspect, really, of the training, and the only thing that allows these guys to do that is that they train very hard physically, become capable to do the jumps and land from the jumps and absorb the impact properly, because otherwise, if you don't learn that stuff first, it's going to do a lot of damage to your body. The human body is capable of it. It just needs to be trained to do it. So don't go out and do this straight away, don't go out and do big jumps or that sort of stuff. If you want to learn, then find the experienced people and learn from them, and really take it slow. So yeah, it was born around 20 years ago in France. It's now spread around the world. It's everywhere, basically every country has a practicing community, which is really cool, and we're really happy to travel and meet all those communities, because there's some great people, and really developing it, taking it to new places, and spreading the community is really very impressive. So, and these are your local guys here. Now they're going to give you a little bit of a taste of Parkour. And again, all the stuff they do and anything you see them around here doing today, they train for it, they're used to doing it, their bodies are ready for it. Please don't imitate it. Go home and you probably want to go home and jump in buildings, but consider that it's training, it's a discipline that allows you to do it. And the main aim of that discipline is to be functional, strong and fit for your entire life, not just for a few years. So the base of fitness and strength is really cool, it's very important, and it's the first thing you have to concentrate on, long before you do any jumps. In fact, the founders in France, if you go and train with them now, they won't allow you to do any jumps for 1 year. And if they hear or see of their students jumping for that first year, they're out of the academy. So the first year is purely fitness and strength to become very prepared, to prepare the body, so that for the next 30, 40 years you can do these movements and not damage yourself. So I think we're going to have a little demonstration from the guys. If you want any more information around the day, if you see someone with one of these shirts, or me, come and grab them. They've got cards on them. sfpk.com, I think. sfparkour.com is the site. Check it out, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the show. Parkour, which is known as passement, or in French, which means to pass or to clear obstacles. A lot of it is simple vaulting, and this is normally used over walls or railings in your path, or fences, anything that's in your way you want to clear. A lot of the underbar movements they're using through the fences, again, is very simple, very good for coordination, agility, and for physical conditioning. It works a lot of whole body strength to do that sort of stuff, so it's very good training. And parkour is, I mean, although you're seeing on a stage here, the actual use of the art is always in the natural built terrain, or even in the natural terrain, in forests or cliffs or coasts, or wherever your environment is. That's where it's designed to be used. So all this stuff is just keeping your head there. What they demonstrate on, what we use for shows and that sort of stuff, is to replicate the actual urban environment that you're normally moving through. versions of passement, which are vaults. There's lots of different types of vaulting to clear obstacles in different ways. Whatever the setup is, whatever you encounter outdoors, there's a different way of vaulting. And vaults is normally just a jump where you use your hands to control yourself as you go over the obstacle. Lots of different types. Doesn't always go right, but that's good. This is how you learn new stuff. It's a good way to practice. The signature vaults in parkour are known as the one you just seen is known as a sod chat, or the jump of the cat, sometimes called a monkey vault or a Kong vault in English. Like that. It's a sod chat. It's called a sod chat to precision, so you use the same vault but to land on another obstacle. You can get a lot of distance with that kind of vault, so it's very useful. Reverse vault there. Double soda shot. And this is called a gainer, this particular move. And this is kind of the more acrobatic element. Acrobatics has been around obviously just longer than parkour, but it has kind of transferable skills and they're often used interchangeably. It's a good way to train the body for coordination, that sort of stuff, to learn about flight, to learn how your body is oriented in space. But you don't start with that stuff, obviously. The pure, the simple movements, what you begin with, just to become very functional, very strong.